Good day. This is CSR in Social Work. We are down to our Lesson 7 Needs Assessment for Impact. Introduction. A well funded CSR program can build facilities standing empty, launch services that go unused, and distribute goods that are not wanted by the community. You know, the landscape of corporate giving is littered or many things that it is well intentioned but it fails because it is built on the foundation of assumption. Minsan may mga korporasyon na magaganda naman ang kanilang layunin, magaganda naman yung kanilang intensyon, pero mayroong mga proyekto na tila hindi nagiging epektibo, no? At maraming klaseng ganito at maaaring maging ganito ang mga CSR project, no? They address the problems a company thought a community had rather than the challenges of the community knew it faced. Kumbaga, nagsabi yung kumpanya na ito ang kailangan nila. Rather than doon, nakaangkla ito doon sa alam na community na kailangan nila. So nakakasunod po tayo. So that is the CSR that we are now trying to bridge. No? We are trying to bridge that gap of that intention, intention, and authentic impact is the needs assessment. No? Yan po yung tinatawag nating needs assessment para matulay yung kagustuhan ng korporasyon, yung intention niya, at magkaroon ito at tutugon ito sa pangangailangan ng komunidad. That is our topic for tonight. For today, no? The needs assessment. So lesson objective, we will now able to differentiate the community needs assessment methods and explain value of asset mapping in promoting empowerment. Number 2, value the social work principle of starting where the client is as a cornerstone of ethical and effective CSR program design. And number 3, design a basic multi-method needs assessment plan for hypothetical CSR initiative that is sensitive to community needs. Let's now proceed. The purpose of needing a CSR, needing an assessment in CSR. Sa social work practice, napaka-importante ng needs assessment. It is a systematic process for us to understand the problems, the needs, and strength of a certain population, a certain individual or family. This is according to Kirst Ashman in HAL 2018. No? Importante sa atin yan na alamin dapat natin kung ano yung kanilang kailangan, no? Yung kanilang problema, yung kanilang pangangailangan, at yung kanilang mga kalakasan. Ngayon, when this is applied to CSR, the purpose of this is to ensure that the program that you will implement in the community is really grounded in the community. No? Sabihin talagang nandoon sa ground, nagre-respond siya doon sa ground. No? Conducting a formal needs assessment prevents us the imposition of solution. No? Ibig sabihin, tayo nagbibigay ng solusyon sa problema nila. Ibig sabihin, we impose them the solution. And even the problem, no? Reduce the waste resources. Ibig sabihin, ma-reduce natin yung masasayang. At magbibigay ito ng tiwala sa community sa simula pa lang ng programa. And it will foster a sense of local ownership resulting a project. It is the first and most vital step into larger process of strategic planning to any social initiative. So, what are the key community needs assessment method that a social worker can guide the corporation? But let's remember that there is no single method is sufficient on its own. So, pwedeng i-apply ito gamit ang iba't ibang klaseng method. No? So, ngayon po, titignan natin, we will unveil the different community needs assessment methods that a social worker can guide a corporation. Number 1 is a community forum. No? These are open public meetings where community members openly voices their concerns, priorities, and ideas. So pwedeng ito ay isang meeting talaga ng komunidad para doon nila masasabi kung ano yung kanilang mga kailangan, ano yung mga ideya nila. No? Ito yung pwede nating mag-gauge. Ito yung pagkakataon na pwedeng mag-gauge natin ang sentimiento ng publiko. Pero dapat tayong maingat kasi sa mga ganitong pagkakataon, baka madominahan ito ng mga vocal na mga individual, itong mga pagkakataong ito. Pero isa rin ito sa pagkakandak ng needs assessment sa pamamagitan ng community forum. Number 2 is the key informant interviews. Ano po ito? Ito naman po yung in-depth or one-on-one interview ng isang tao na mas nakakaalam ng komunidad. Pwedeng yan po ay school principal, pwedeng yan ay kapitan, o kaya pwedeng mga informal leaders. Matanda na doon, matagal nang nandoon, matagal nang may business doon. This method provides expert nuanced insight into the community's history and dynamics. No? Pag ganito naman, no? Individual, pwedeng formal, informal leaders, at makakakita tayo talaga ng insight sa kasaysayan ng komunidad at ano yung mga different dynamics ng komunidad na ito. Number 3 is the focus group discussions. No? Pwedeng ito ay facilitate sa isang maliit o specific group of people. Halimbawa po, yung mga mothers with young children, farmers, tricycle drivers, no? Pedicab drivers, o kaya pwede natin sabihin dito yung mga school teachers, out of school youth. So pwedeng ito ay maging method para ma-explore yung isang particular topic, no? Revealing not just what people think but why they think it, no? Kasi nandoon iyan sa loob ng isang focus group. So yan ang isang magandang key method for community assessment in CSR, and not only in CSR but especially in community development and organization. Next is through surveys. Ito yung pagpapakalap ng mga questionnaire. Pwede itong quantitative data from a larger perspective, at ito ay maganda, useful para ma-measure yung prevalence ng isang specific topic or attribute na hindi makukuha natin sa qualitative depth. Ibig sabihin, through measures, through numbers. Okay, so yun yung ating mga methods for community assessment. Now, let's go now to beyond needs. No? The power of asset mapping. This is another critical social work approach that enhances the traditional needs assessment, yung proseso na yon. Ito yung tinatawag po nating ABC model. No? Asset-based community development. At ito ay hindi lamang tumitingin doon sa community problems and deficits, pero titingin din ito doon sa existing strength ng community capacity at resources according kay Kretzmann at McKnight 1993. So ano tong assets na to na pwedeng tignan sa pamamagitan ng ABC model? The skills of the individual, the talents and knowledge, the local association, local institution, and the physical assets of the community. Yan yung apat na tinitignan dito sa asset mapping or yung asset-based community development. So ito yung pinaka-diagram na tinitignan sa ABC model. Unang-una, nandyan yung pinakamaliit, yung micro-level niya, the gifts of the individual. Kung youth yan, talents and skills, income, elderly, artists. Tapos in a mesoscale, yung citizens associations, sino-sino yung mga iba't ibang mga grupo dyan, places of worship, mga block groups, cultural groups, neighborhood associations, at yung tinatawag nating macro level, yung mga local institutions like businesses, industries, schools, colleges, universities, parks, hospitals, and libraries. So hindi lang basta titingin doon sa need, kundi titingin din doon sa asset ng community. So by starting what a community has rather than what it lacks, CSR programs can be designed to support and amplify the existing strength of the community. This shifts fundamentally to the power dynamic from one charity to one co-investment, promoting empowerment, sustainability, and community pride. So for our conclusion for this lesson is a needs assessment is an ethical and strategic bedrock for any CSR program. It is the process that grounds corporate action into community reality. So by utilizing the blend of assessment methods that we have there, by incorporating it to the asset-based approach, and the company can move beyond the paternalism and ineffective charity, yung pagbibigay lang, but instead magiging responsive siya sa need ng society. The social work discipline ensures that the corporate investment does not merely build project, but it builds trust, fosters partnership, and empowers communities to achieve their own vision for a better future. So for our discussion question number 1, you can answer it in our comment section. A large beverage company wants to launch a water stewardship program in a rural community that relies on a local spring. Meron daw gustong magtayo ng ganyan, ng water stewardship program doon sa community na sa Swing. What are the three different needs assessment method that they could use? And what are the pros and cons on each specific context? Discussion question number 2. Why asset mapping is often considered a more empowering approach rather than need-based assessment? How could identifying a community asset can change the design of a corporate livelihood program? In our last discussion question for this lesson is, imagine you are a social worker hired by the company that's already decided on CSR project without a proper needs assessment. What ethical issues does it raise? How would you advise the company to proceed? So that is our short lesson for today, lesson 7, the needs assessment for impact. So just remember the different community methods that we have: community forums, key informant interviews, focus groups, and surveys to really identify the need of the community with a blend of the ABCD model, no? Asset-based community development, para hindi lang po natin makikita yung need kundi pati assets and strengths ng community. That's how we do it in social work and in application to CSR to make our programs, project, and activities more impactful and really addressing the needs of the community. That's it. Maraming salamat at magandang araw po sa inyong lahat.